Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is July 26, 2024, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the Dow 30, that's DIA, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only because, as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here to these charts and see what we see on the Dow. The Dow has been for 30 little stocks, well, I shouldn't say little stocks, for 30 stocks in this ETF, it's a very, very slow mover at times. But I guess it does move a whole lot of points when you look at the future contract. But looking at this contract, I guess $1 is like $100 on that future contract. So I guess you probably should look at it percentage-wise and see what it's doing compared to the other ones. All right, let's get off that and all. But the Dow is something that I don't really trade that much. Very now and then I might look over the Dow and throw something at it. But usually I'm not trading it. All right, let's go ahead and zoom in here on this quarterly chart and get going here and wrap this on up. The Dow is green. It's near the top. It came just about to an R2 level on these yearly pivots and pushed back a little bit, but it is still green compared to some of the other indexes and compared to the Nasdaq and the SPY. The Russell is also green at this time. So again, just be mindful. We are at a top, but this thing seems like it's holding at a top and all. But let's go down to a monthly chart and see what we see there on this monthly chart. The monthly chart, we are above the 10, so we are bullish. This month we have made a new high. We did come to an R2 level on these quarterly pivots. And did a pushback, kind of like what we expect. So it won't be until maybe later in the year that we actually even break that high. This thing can play around up here for quite a while. As you can see, the Dow can get where it can get in a sideways pattern and actually maybe even pull back a little bit. Come mid-year, later in the year, and also be mindful of that. And we'll be paying attention to that here as we go along. But let's go down to the weekly chart and see what we see on the weekly chart. As we can see, the Dow, did its couple little pullbacks and all these couple little handles here, if you want to call it that, and it's been really having a hard time getting anywhere away from this area and out of this area. It did, like last week, it had made a big push, then a push down. We didn't get any confirmation of this thing actually being at a top and getting ready to roll over. We actually got another green hammer and above the previous handle. Above the previous hammer and inverted hammer, and it's still acting like it's kind of just waiting. It's in some kind of waiting game and trying to make its mind up to go higher at this time. It's what I see. But let's go down to the daily noise and wrap this on up. On the daily noise, like I say, it wasn't that much. It did push down last week. Near the end of the week, it was pushing down. This week, it actually stayed. It dropped a little bit more. Then came, Thursday, it pushed up, but then it pushed right back down. Then today, Friday, it gapped up and closed up closer to its high. And also, that's why I'm saying you got to be kind of careful with this one. It can be coming up here, making a leg up, then down, and since it hasn't gone quite as high as that previous high, it can make another leg come down and make a lower low. So be mindful of actually what's going on here with the Dow at this time, and because some of the other indexes are already red, and it's just the Russell, I think, is playing catch up at this time. And that's all I really want to share at this time. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.